Stop breaking my words, Jen.
Okay, we should be. Yep, we're live.
Hey,
Awesome.
we
Sorry.
are live. Don't start with the word sorry. Nobody wants to hear that when they're on the broadcast.
No,
That's
it
right.
takes a minute. Here
Hey,
we go.
good evening,
Okay,
everybody.
sorry.
How y'all doing? We're having a fun day today. We had a really good today. Today may have been
Yes.
the best day since the COVID has struck.
Well, and
No.
why would that be?
No.
It's my birthday.
It's his
Yeah,
birthday.
that's the only reason he's saying that.
Yeah.
It's my birthday. Yep, it
It's his
absolutely
birthday.
was. Yeah.
Get all situated.
We
I
got
know
me
it takes you a minute.
all hooked up. That's right. So we're
Yeah.
excited to be here. This will
All
be
right.
fun. Remember, the best part of this thing is the comments. So the snarkier you are, the better we like
Right.
it. And we're
Right.
giving out the dubious award. Remember, as we do every day, this very
Fly of the
limited
day.
edition of the tooth, the golden tooth, which is not gold nor is it really a tooth. But we have that. We give us line of the day. So
Right.
the more sarcastic you are,
Quality.
and the more you make the rest of the people on the comments laugh. If you're watching us later, trust me, turn the comments on. Right?
Right. Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
okay.
Right.
Our audience is phenomenal.
Right.
We
That's
are,
true.
It really
Very
is.
true.
So
That's so true.
we're nominating our audience for
Right.
something spectacular. Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
That's it.
Okay.
All right,
Are you
so
situated over there?
I'm trying to get
Lofella?
us on live if you want to help me.
Okay.
And
Well,
so I can
oh
read
my.
stuff, otherwise I can't read nothing.
well, it's right there. I moved
Yeah.
it for you.
Oh, you are so
I'm
stinking
so
sweet.
awesome.
You are so
All
stinking
right.
sweet.
Nobody.
Oh, it
somebody make a
connects.
comment to me so I can figure out if this is actually
Yeah, I can
working.
work on it.
Yeah, if you can. I don't know how to get it
Oh,
up.
somebody said, "Oh, Dora said happy birthday."
Oh, Dora Lee.
Yes.
Dora is the best person up in Petoskey Mission, other than Little Fletch.
In a minute, you will see how he celebrated his birthday.
Oh, that's right. As soon as we
Oh, we
get
have
some roll
19
here.
people.
We already do?
Oh, wait. This is making noise.
Oh, here. On that side, push the bottom button. There you go. All right, thanks, Sydney Steve.
There we go.
And give it back
Yeah.
to me because when comments come
Sorry,
in, I go,
yeah,
no,
you-
you're
Oh, Gail
fine.
said happy birthday, old man.
Oh,
Ah,
yeah.
yes.
We might give you line of the day for that, Dale. I'm just telling you right
He
now.
got it the other day, didn't he?
So far, yeah, he did.
he
got
made the
the line.
comment about
Did,
Andrea.
you got to
Oh,
tell
that's
us,
awesome.
Dale, did it feel good to have the line of the day? It
Did
feel
you go
good?
tell Andrea that you got
Well,
line of the day?
because in his
it was
house,
about her.
his in-house, as in my house, he rarely gets line of the day, I bet.
Well, I don't
know?
know.
I would like to say,
What?
people are saying glad to see
glad
Sid.
to see
Thank
Sydney.
you.
Okay,
Oh.
she won't always make appearances with
Yes.
her
I
parents.
actually have to leave
Just
really
saying.
quick, too.
We have a very
Yeah.
small budget, and it's of $0, and she wants to be paid.
Kinda
So
true.
That's
yeah,
not
we
what
can't really
I said.
afford her.
It's not what I said.
Kind
Yeah.
of what she said.
I just said I work 3 other jobs while I'm in school and then trying to help them.
Aw, it's so hard. It's
It's
so
so
hard to
hard.
be Sydney
It is.
and to
Thank
be our
you.
child.
It is. It really is.
We want to
Be your
remind
daughter.
those of you
It's
that
hard.
are our faithfuls, be sure to share the broadcast. We know everybody is super excited. We got 26 people. Everybody's super excited today
About the
because
chickens.
it's a chicken. It's National Chicken Day.
It's not about you.
Okay,
I
but-
know. I didn't eat chicken today, which I should have to celebrate.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we are naming chickens
And
today.
actually,
Gotta fix
and
my
hopefully
hair,
Tiffany
honey.
is on here. We were going to try to do a call in, but I'm struggling with doing this. I'm so technically savvy. That would be the
Susan
word.
Peterson is watching. Susan Peterson has a dubious distinction. She's from Minnesota.
Yeah.
And Susan dated a buddy of mine, Glenn White, and she and I were always like best buds. Remember I told you we
Right.
never really dated. I think we went on one date, and we thought that was stupid. But we had a great time together. Susan, you're awesome. Thanks for joining. And if you're not really sarcastic, she's ultra, like Swedish kind of Minnesota
Right.
person. So
Right.
being
Does she have a
sarcastic.
great accent? Does she?
Oh,
No.
yes. Sue can talk Minnesotan really well.
Sorry.
That's right.
That's very
So,
loud.
Susan, we need you to say something once that you're in here, okay? So, we're
Right.
getting a bunch of people here.
Oh, Jim
All right.
never said happy birthday.
All,
That
Who
was
did?
nice.
all these people are.
Wait, you know what? Chris, you want me to read messages? I don't. At about 5:30 on, this phone is. I don't have access to my phone.
Sorry,
We're actually
Kate.
using
Sorry,
my phone.
Chris and Linda. Now, don't forget, we also,
You can send it to him.
we want to make sure that with the chickens, everything is run correctly and above board. No chickens were harmed in the
No.
making of this video.
No, because actually they're rescued chickens.
they are rescued
Oh,
chickens.
actually, they're
we don't know the
hens.
story. They're hens,
We'll talk
of
more
course.
about that later.
But we will. Jen Rivers says she misses us so much. Thanks, Jen.
When you're down here, you need to call us.
And Jen says happy birthday to me too. Andrew Johnson is now worth. You know who that is? It's
Oh,
Little Fletch.
it's Fletch.
Little Fletch.
He was actually supposed to be down here, and then he couldn't make it because of the whole
yeah.
quarantine.
But anyway, I was saying before I interrupted myself. So no chickens were harmed
Which happens
in the
a lot.
production of this video today that we're going to show. But we do want you to weigh in on the answers. The suggested names. We're going to go through some of that,
Right.
and we're going to save that for a little bit later.
Right.
But that's kind of the program for tonight. So it's going to be good.
I think right now we could start.
Tiffany just joined. So Tiffany is the mother of the
Oh,
chickens.
right, Tiffany.
Aw.
Tiffany, we were going to try to call you.
Yeah.
and do like a call-in.
But it was my birthday, Tiff, and you just didn't pop up on radar.
A busy day.
Yeah.
So can we talk about that yet? Is
And-
it time?
Yeah, it's
I think it might
It's
be when
time.
Rick Lansford is here. And
Oh,
Sydney,
hi,
that's
Rick.
one of your favorite people on the planet. That's Justin's dad.
Aw.
Yeah, your
Okay.
favorite.
That's awesome.
That is cool.
All right.
Or
Justin,
it would be Gabe's or grandpa.
yeah.
Gabe
Just,
is a dog.
that's right. Justin is one of our favorite single amputees. Who else gets to say that but us? Because we work with wounded people. All right. So here we go. We're going to show some of my video
All right,
footage.
so it's his birthday today again, 64.
64.
We're in quarantine, so it's kind of hard to celebrate. So anyhow, Sydney had a great idea.
It was Mom and I.
And so we put it together and we did a scavenger hunt. Yes. So and so he would get a clue. We would go to the place and then he had to do something. So
To
like
get the next clue.
to get the next clue. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for clarifying. But here is a little bit of a snippet of our day.
Yeah. Sid, move the camera.
I need my inhaler.
Come on, baby. You got it. We've actually been working a lot. Jim's been doing
Over 90 foot. Jesus, shots fired! Shots fired! Officer down! Come here, everybody!
You got six. You can get 6 feet for there's no.
No! You cannot get this close!
Happy birthday to moi. Happy birthday, dear precious little thing, me. Happy birthday to moi.
All right, there we go.
Yay, give me a hand.
Now, if you didn't see it, we did do a Facebook Live at the first stop,
Yeah.
and he had to do a dance to beat it. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not even sure you would call what he did a dance.
I
Actually.
really only can dance to Christian music. That was part of my problem,
All right.
in my defense. So
I
if you go on
actually-
Facebook,
If you
you'll
were
see
on
that.
the last one we did a TikTok, it took us 2 hours to do a dance just to teach them.
Well,
Yeah.
we actually showed them that video.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The one
Yeah.
previous, right?
Yeah, here we
Yeah.
go.
You got that?
Here we
Oh,
go.
a new video. Here we go.
No, wait. This
Oh.
is no. I have a video of Jim dancing.
Oh, yeah,
him
here we
being
go.
taught to dance.
That's right.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
All right, there we go.
Here we go.
We'll put it over
Oh.
my face.
Oh, yeah. See, look at these moves now. See, up, forward, back, out, forward, side step, and then I don't know what.
Okay, Jen and Cameron would completely
Yeah.
appreciate this.
Jen,
because
come on.
They teach dance.
Jen, if you're still on, I need a comment on these dance
And
moves I've been
Jim
showing.
was really like wanting to know: is this a 7-step? Like, is
Eight-
this?
they
Yeah, an
tried to
8
do
count?
7. Jen, there's no 7s. Would you tell them there's no odd numbers? It's
It
an
was
8
like-
count or a 4 count.
So this is what I think that Jim really resembled.
Be carefree, no, 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 until I take a trip to the other side of town. You know
All right. Do you see,
See?
the similarity?
Jen, Cameron is watching as well.
A little awkward. I
Jen
know
and
what
Cameron,
I said.
so you better say something here, you guys. 'cause
Cameron
that
would
was
understand.
some pretty amazing moves there at that point. So, Chris Soderlund wants you to read that.
Oh, okay. So, Chris, I appreciate you sending it. It says, please read this to Jim. Many happy return to the day of thy birth. May sunshine and gladness be given, and may the dear Father prepare thee on earth for a beautiful birthday in heaven. There we go.
Wow.
That was kind of deep for
Wow.
Chris. If you know Chris, his meds are bound.
Actually, it's kind of deep for you.
a little bit. A little bit.
Dawn said happy birthday and hi.
Hi,
Dawn.
I know. Good friend.
Oh, Dawn? We like Dawn? Oh, yeah.
Okay, her suggestion is to stop dancing.
Jen, come on. You've seen kids with worse potential, and I know you've lied to their parents and said that kid could do it. You have, Jen. I love you.
I gotta tell you, so Sydney keeps wanting us to do these TikToks, and I'm telling you, Jen, you have to help us find a way to do TikToks where they have to do something that we're doing.
Yeah.
Because they keep embarrassing us, but
Yeah.
we need to do something to embarrass
Now,
them.
if Cameron is still watching, I know Cameron believes in me. Cameron Rivers we're soulmates, right, Cam? We're soulmates.
Right.
Just tell me something positive about those moves if you got the time.
I just think it's funny that Jim has rhythm all the time, beats on me with like rhythm, but has no rhythm at all in his feet.
I don't understand it.
It does not
I
come
don't
out in the
understand.
dance.
I believe it's because my mother prayed over me as a child, and Baptists don't dance. So I can remember in the 4th grade when we had to do square dancing in Minnesota, right? So and if you brought a letter from your pastor, you didn't have to dance.
Okay.
I forgot my letter. I know this is shock. So I forgot my letter. So the teacher said, you can stand over there, you don't have to dance. But then all the other guys figured, oh, I forgot my letter too. They didn't want to dance. They weren't even Christians. So pretty soon all the boys are standing over. She goes, that's it. All of you out here on the dance floor. She made all of
They
us dance.
ruined it for
yes.
you.
And then I was holding, doing the moves with this girl, and I was crying, knowing if Jesus comes right now, I'm going to hell. That's right. Boom, going to hell. So that's, I think, what it was.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
Wow. I believe you.
Yeah, that's
I
pretty
believe
much
that's
it.
what really happened. That's,
That's
kind of sad.
awesome.
Yeah, that's right.
Awesome. That's a word for it.
Yeah, yeah. Linda Putz is making fun of me doing a scavenger hunt with somebody with ADHD. Yeah,
Okay. Well, right now, I just want to share something else.
use this.
Oh,
little
whoops! I
bit.
forgot. I have a pen. Here, we're going to show this picture.
Oh, okay.
This is cracking me up. This is somebody wishing him a happy birthday.
Yeah, this is Matt
You guys
Gould.
can't see it. Yeah,
Can you
isn't
see
that
that?
hilarious?
That's it. But look at, he's pretty close. Look at. Let me try to line up with it.
I'm telling you,
Oh, there
Jim's
you go.
hair is getting. Look at it. It just gets bigger and bigger.
Perfect.
I know. Isn't that awesome?
Man, that's awesome.
know.
I love it.
Anybody else doing a Jim do? Please send it in.
Hey,
They're
J-
very comical.
JJ just said happy birthday to me.
Aw,
See, I got my
sweet.
balloon.
Yeah, he got a
My
balloon.
expensive balloon.
He
Can
had
you
to
see
go
that?
into the store and he had to buy himself cupcakes and he had to buy
Spider-Man.
his own balloon.
That's Spider-Man. It's Spider-Man's my friend. Yes, that's right.
He also had to go somewhere and pose like a model.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yes.
right. We did.
Yes. You know, but here's the problem. How do you embarrass him? Like, it didn't really work. He's like, we're like, okay, now you have to go into this parking lot and sing happy birthday to yourself. But it was like, he's like, okay.
Yeah.
That was not really the
Yeah.
effect that we were
When
going
we did it
for.
with her, it was a lot funner with Sid because she was embarrassed at everything. So
Right.
Now I'm
we
not
took her back.
embarrassed.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we took her back to Chuck E. Cheese and made her go in there and play in the ballroom.
Right.
It's
Yeah, that was
a little disgusting.
Yeah, now that I call
Yeah.
Corona,
Yeah,
all that.
yeah.
Is it too late for a chicken name? Yes, I'm sorry. And actually, I missed some of the other chicken
Oh,
names.
that's
on.
Tom Colby, our favorite carpet cleaner in the whole world.
Oh,
Tom Colby. Now he
I'm
moved to
sorry.
Florida and
But you know
retired.
what? Just go ahead and put it down because I got to tell you, we have some other ones that came in later that are absolutely
JJ
hilarious.
just said this about me. He just said the man, the myth, and the legend.
No.
Those actually are 3 good names for the chickens.
The man, the
yes. not
Well, they
the
are
man.
hens.
Yeah.
Well, I
there
know,
is
but they
4
would be
of them.
named in my honor, so I don't
So
know.
the first one would be Jim, and then the man, the myth, and the legend. What?
Like it. Your brother-in-law is
Yeah.
being an idiot.
He
He's
is.
being an idiot. I love Dale. Oh, man.
You can't embarrass him. You can't.
All right, so keep
embarrass
the
him.
comments coming. Linda and I have spent some birthdays together in different places around the country because she was in the choir for a long time, so I'm sure we had some funny birthdays on
Right.
each other. Patty Godbow says, Sydney, what are you studying in college? My 20-year-old daughter is studying for her BS and to be a dental hygienist. Side note, she loves making TikTok
I
videos.
know.
Aww.
All right,
know.
so this
These
is
are
my
fun.
stepdaughter. This is Sydney. Patty hasn't met you yet.
Aww. Hi, Patty.
Patty was one of the kids from Minnesota. Now she lives in California, I think. Or did you move again, Patty? I don't know.
One of these days, we've made. Well, it wasn't really a TikTok the other day, but we basically have
Yeah.
done 2 TikToks with her.
Trying.
It's
The last time the entire Rivers family was in one place, I think, was a wedding of somebody. The entire Rivers
Oh,
family
Eddie
has
Rivers.
checked in. So Eddie Edward J.
Wow.
Rivers the Fourth has now joined
He's
us.
incredible.
He's one of our favorite
West
people.
Point grad.
Patty, I'm a communications major.
Yes.
by the way. Sorry, trying to get in there.
Yeah.
Ramble.
There we go.
Sorry. Squirrel.
I'm glad. I hope your daughter's enjoying it. Though.
Mark Mason, who is the guy who, him and his wife are musicians, and they went into the prison. They brought me into the women's prison, you know? Yeah, okay.
He doesn't really.
He just named 4 of the chickens. He says, how about Chunky, Bucky, Clucky, and Frank?
And Frank. Oh, I thought it was going to be Funky.
No, he went
And
with
Frank.
He went with Frank. And you're not getting a lot of table talk here, Mark. You probably screwed on those names. All right, so the names are closed. You can put some in, but
Yeah, I
I mean,
wanna
if there
see
was
that.
an absolute
I'm
zinger,
sorry.
the overall judge is Sydney. So you'd have to impress her first of all if you want
Right.
to get your chicken name in.
Right.
Now, but that would be a little difficult. But we had a ton of them, and Sid and I were going to go through some of the ones.
Somebody put up what's up, fam. See, we
Hey,
like fam.
we do.
That's awesome.
Eric Worry
Wonderful.
is my cousin. Yeah. Eric Worry's my cousin, and
like the use of fam.
he doesn't usually like to admit that I'm his cousin because he's way wealthier than I. So it's that. I love him. Eric's good people. So that's right. I can remember, I have a childhood memory of Eric. He's a whole lot younger than me, even though he's missing some hair. But he took that picture perfect on his profile picture. It looks like he's got hair. So Eric was singing a song in the car one day, and my mom made him stop. He was singing Que Sera Sera by Doris Day.
What's wrong with
What Que Sera means, whatever will be, will be. Well, my mother didn't
yeah.
believe that as a devout Baptist and made Eric stop singing. That's awesome. Way to go, Aunt Joe, right, Eric? Way to go.
Always
What did
miss
Patty
you.
say to you?
Hi, I'm in Washington State now. My husband is stationed at JBLM. Oh, thank you, Sydney. You're such a sweetheart.
Oh, thank him for his
What's
service, Patty.
JBLM?
That's awesome.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure I know that one.
Yeah, that's another military base. Very cool. All right, so you're going to show something about the chickens, or what? We're going to
Oh,
talk
okay.
about the names.
So,
Okay.
as many of you know, we had this contest.
Yeah, Eric,
and-
stay focused. This is good stuff.
Okay, so Tiffany Porter
Wait,
allowed
don't we have Hey Hey?
Porter.
We do, but he's out in the garage.
Yeah. So
He came out the other day.
Anyhow, she's rescuing these 4, and I found out they are hens. They're
Yeah.
not just chickens, and they're hens, and she was allowing us to name them. So I'll show you the little video that we have.
So we have had, well, before you do that, let's just say how many names have come in to this point.
Oh, I
We
think
have on
it's-
this list, we have over 50, but I think there was 90.
No,
that-
it was more. And
Yeah.
some of those people, some people like
some
had
were
the same-
duplicates, which is how
yeah.
you got into the
It
semifinals.
was actually like 80 names.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So
Right.
thanks for doing that, you guys. We'll try to name something else. Eric, if you've got a kidney stone you'd like us to name, we would do that. So just let us know. All right.
Oh, see, Chris, I like you. The Sunny and Friends show.
No.
No, it was somebody else suggested this. Who was it?
Oh,
It was Virginia.
Oh.
Kim,
Said the Sunny and
Fernhagen.
Hair show.
Sunny and Hair.
Okay, look.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's kind of good.
That's look-
We
It's
all
kinda
do
good.
have a lot of hair, though.
All right.
But Jim's is just way out of control.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
Hey,
you
we're glad he has hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of lumps and bumps up
All
there.
right. So I've got a couple sheets. Sid's
Okay,
got it.
so-
So you got a video we're showing or a picture or what is
Yeah,
it?
it's
Okay.
here's the birds.
Here's the birds we're naming.
Yeah. Name the chicks.
There we go.
They're black.
Aw,
Yep.
They are
Yeah.
pretty.
They are. They're
These were
very
rescue
pretty.
chicks, so they have a sad story. So everybody just go, oh.
Yeah.
Like
the story.
as chicks or as hens? Were they rescued? Do we
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, I think
know?
she literally just got
Got
them.
them. Okay,
So
okay.
They
you'll
were
have
a
to-
backyard experiment gone wrong. Chicken experiment.
Oh,
gone
they were
wrong.
chicken experiment gone wrong. Can we name your dancing
Yeah,
style?
I would like to hear that, Dale. Work on that. Work on that. Mark Mason says you're competing with a Deborah Burke's pressure. You at least need a fashionable scarf. Yes, I do. Thank you.
A
I need a
fashionable
fashionable scarf.
He would probably look cute in a
I,
little
I think
scarf.
I would.
Yeah, absolutely. So anyhow, we're naming these.
All right, so we had some cool names that
Chicks.
came in. So as all newscasters do, said, hold your paper up and
Some
shuffle
people
it.
didn't. I don't
The
know if
shuffling
we
of the
put the
paper.
explanation well enough up there because some people just put down one name, or some
Yeah.
people
Like, really? You got
I think
4
it was-
kids? You're going to name them one like George Foreman?
Just David Bemis said Sally Manella. So salmonella. I thought that was.
Oh, that
Yeah, that's like one name, David. What the heck are we supposed to do with that?
No, he had some others, but that
Yeah.
was just one. Yeah.
All right, a couple that I pointed out that were kind of
sorry.
interesting was filet, popcorn, McChick, and teriyaki.
Yeah.
And that was by Eddie Hornback, who spent most of his life in England. So that
Oh,
might explain it. So you're
okay.
going to read some of those, Sid.
Oh no. It's new.
You've got to do them. I'm going to do some, you're going to do some. We're going to do it off
I
off
like
each other.
jails, I gotta tell you. Chickadee, Chickaboom, Florence Henderson, and Don Henley.
Oh, Don Henley, what are your boys?
I know.
You got a
But
name
those
there
are
you want to
old-
bring out that you brought attention to?
There's
I
older
thought-
people.
Fried, grilled, baked, and drumstick was a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Somebody put one up the other night, but they didn't put it in the voting. It was legs, chest, breasts and thighs. I'm like,
I don't
that's
know
a
why they
cute
didn't submit
name.
it. Yeah, they didn't
Yeah.
officially submit it. But here's another one that came in. Dark chocolate, semi-sweet, bittersweet, and milk.
There you go. That would be hard to call though.
It would be. Somebody put this in. Heidi Erickson put this one. She's crazy. April, May, June, and August. Why no July? I mean, I have no idea.
I did wonder that. I looked at that and I thought, I wonder if there's like a hidden meaning in there.
You never know.
I
That
didn't
one's
even-
fun. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, and
Snack.
snack.
That's Eric. That's my
Kinda
cousin.
true.
Good old Eric. He loves food. He's a foodie. He was raised around a lot of food.
David Craner said chick 1, chick 2, chick 3, chick 4.
Yeah.
Somebody put Blackie 1, Blackie 2.
Oh,
Blackie
that
3,
was
Yeah.
Blackie
funny.
4. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Well,
somebody did submit this, and it was not me, Eric. So it was Vicky Wright, and she said Jim, Steve, Dan, and Lee. And then Debbie Jazz submitted Petey, Danny, Stevie, Jimmy.
I know.
Okay,
There you
this
go.
one kind of works because
Yeah.
they're all black. It says midnight, moonlight, starlight, and
And
twilight.
twilight.
That's kind of cool.
I know. I thought that
For
was
them
cute
all
too.
being black, that's
The first one that
Oh,
came
Linda's here. She's late, but she's here.
She's doggone it, Linda. Linda is, for everybody, you can pay attention to her, so don't text too close to Linda because she had corona. You don't want to be too close. Stay 6 people away from her if you can. All right, so Linda had corona. She's
Randy
still on the
Phillips
planet.
is on here.
Randy Phillips is my
Wow.
boy out in Arizona. We
Hey.
love Randy. Randall.
Yay. Randall.
All right, somebody else had
Can't
one.
say Randall.
Speaking of the virus, corona, quarantine, COVID, and novella.
Oh,
that's
I
actually
didn't
one
even
of the winners.
see that one.
That was Marta
Yeah, that's one of the
Herzog's.
winners.
Oh,
said
really?
that
I
one.
should have voted for that.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Kim Pernhagen, one of your closest friends
Right.
up in Dayton, Ohio. Sweet and sour, Kung Pao, Mongolian, and Thai. No idea. I don't know. What else you got? Oh, and then
I know. What does that mean?
Kyle Riggs, buddy of ours down here in Florida, came in with just Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy Jenkins.
If you don't get that joke, you'll figure it out with a Google search. So there's some of the names that
I
came
liked.
in.
There was one called. It was Yoko Ono,
Oh,
Attila
yeah.
the Hen, Amelia Earhart, and Cheryl Crow.
Oh, and then
That was
Patty
cute.
Godbow came in with
I know, that
one.
was
I
cute.
don't have them all written down because you came in late, Patty. So you're not in the contest. But it was Dixie Chick, Goldie Hen, Han Solo, and then I forget what the fourth one was.
Yeah.
But those
There
are
were
cool.
some that came in late that I wish we could have put up.
The first one that came in last night was John, Paul, George, and Ringo, and that was by Paul Ditkowski, and also Chris and Linda put that in.
Oh, okay. I didn't know Paul
Yeah.
had put that one in.
Yeah, Paul put it in, but he sent it via text.
Oh, okay.
Eric says, wow, people are bored. Yeah, exactly, Eric. I don't know what you're doing with your tragic life right now, Eric.
just
You're
naming
watching me.
Yeah.
You're naming chickens, dude. What happened to your life? You had so much potential a couple of years ago, and there you're on the side road of
Well,
life.
a lot of people like Larry, Curly, Moe, and Chip, but
Yeah.
I liked what Carolyn Jasper, she feminized it
Oh,
since
that's
they were
true.
hens.
She did.
And she called it Lori, or it could be Lori, Moe, Curly, and Shimpy. I thought that was cute.
Yeah.
I thought that was a great play.
That's
on words.
Caroline. That's another one of our cousins for Eric.
So
He's
for
familiar
all
with
of
them.
you that don't know this, and maybe Tiffany can explain this a little bit more, I found this out. There's chickens just says like what it is, like it's a chicken, but they're hens or roosters are the chickens. Because I said that we have chickens, but they're actually hens.
We don't know nothing about chickens.
Yeah.
I know. How do you
I'm
tell the
so
difference
lost.
We know how to
between
eat
a
'em.
hen and a rooster? It has
That's
some.
right. Yeah. I don't know nothing about them.
Yeah.
Dixie Chick, that was the other one.
Yeah, that's a cute.
Yeah, that was cute. So Matt Gould just submitted, and Matt, you're like way late, but your meds are not
I'll
done.
be back.
So
She's leaving us already.
she leaves. So go to a commercial break real quick. Sid, adjust the picture anyway.
No, that's okay.
So we're not looking cockeyed to the whole audience.
Well, I don't know what it looks
It's
like.
Well,
all right.
okay. Well, you can look around the front. Oh,
There you go. That's
yeah,
good
that'll
enough.
work.
That's
That'll work.
She's coming back.
Matt Gould did Nina Pinta Santa Marie.
Oh, those are girl names too. I do like
See,
that.
but you're late. That's a classic Gould thing. He's about 30
wait,
minutes
well,
late.
you missed. We put your picture up.
Michael's, you missed it. Should we put it back up real quick?
All
'Cause
right,
Matt
you know
fooled
what?
us all.
Matt's here. Oops,
So,
Matt's here. So
Matt,
this
we're
is-
voting Matt, Eric Worre, if you're still paying attention. We are giving out the Dubious Award every night of the Tooth Award. And this is for line of the day. You get to mentally and emotionally possess the tooth. You kind of physically have it because we ain't mailing it to you because we're cheap. We have no budget. So somebody gets the line of the day every day. So Matt Gould has got the best imitation of the day. This is a guy out of
Right.
Buffalo, New York, wanted by the police. But he has this picture up of trying to imitate me. You can see it right there. So he might get the image of the day. That might
There
be
you
a new
go.
award. And the image of the day might
Oh.
actually get to mentally possess the Warrior Survival Kit. The Warrior Care Kit.
There you go.
Is probably that.
And
we'll
then,
get to
but
that.
someone does win a T-shirt.
Yes.
So
Whoever names these chick gets an actual T-shirt that I have worn. Maybe not.
No.
No,
No.
maybe not. It'll be an actual
I'm not even
T-shirt of
gonna
a
let him touch it.
superhero. We are sponsored by a couple of superhero T-shirt manufacturing companies.
Right.
And they provide us shirts to give to guys, to the wounded guys. And as you guys know, we've met about 13,000 combat injured. So it is a major award. Thank you for saying that, Eric. You don't find these just anywhere. This is and somebody told us the other day
Polly.
what this actually was, this tooth.
Oh,
What kind
Paul.
was it?
She's Virginia said Paul was late with his ideas.
Oh,
See, we did
Paul.
miss some of them. I was trying to get. I was trying to put it all up, and I'm just.
So
hopefully I'll get better.
we have had submissions from Sweden,
Yes.
Australia,
Yes.
Canada,
Right.
and England.
Oh, I don't think Susan actually ever voted. She just wanted to know what the prize was. I think she didn't want to put time into it unless it was like a worthy prize.
Did we write down this? They didn't make the finals, but did we write down Chester's nominee or his
Yeah,
names?
he's in there.
He is in there. We got to find him.
I think he's on the last one of the last pages.
One of the last pages.
Yeah.
All right. So he would be right about here or on
Yes.
Sid's
They're
page.
great names. Though.
Oh, they are great names.
Yeah.
So you got to try to find.
Okay,
But anyway,
I'll
they
find
were
them for you.
there were like Sven and Ollie and Olaf and they
There
were
it is.
great names. Where is he?
He's right here.
Oh, here we go.
They're right there.
There we are. Scandinavian names from
can't
Christer
pronounce
Lampa
them.
in the north of Sweden, actually up above the Arctic Circle, which is like no fun. So Sven, Johan, Gunther, and Hildur. Okay, you got to say it as
Is that
much.
really right?
I don't know. I'm
Are you
making it
saying-
up. I don't know. Eric, I ain't Swedish.
I
Eric
was
ain't
so
Swedish either.
impressed.
Oh, Eric is part Swedish. Yeah, so we got that going for us. All right, so Virginia, yeah, sorry, we didn't get those in on time.
I know. I wonder.
But the next question we want you to weigh in on when we're getting ready to do the big reveal tonight would be very simply to tell us, what did you want to be when you were a kid? What did you want to be? I will start this out by telling you my story, which
Okay.
was,
All right. This
you know the story. It's
This
very
could be
short.
long. Sit
Nope,
down.
very, very short, very short. So when I was a kid, probably middle school, they have you take those testings to find out what you should be in life
Right.
because they're tired of helping you figure out
Right.
what you're going to be. So they just
Exactly.
let the computer do it, which computer back then was a joke.
Okay.
So I filled out everything as best I could with my ADHD. And it came back that I should be a forest ranger.
See, they knew he needed to be all by himself.
Forest ranger.
Just saying.
Yeah.
I
They
kinda
wanted-
get it.
They wanted me by myself.
By
That's
yourself.
right. By myself. Yeah,
Right.
that works
All
really
by
good.
your widow self.
Norway, baby. That's right. Eric's Norwegian. So we want to know, what did you want to be when you were a kid?
Yeah.
So what about you?
Okay, this is kind of embarrassing. This is going to sound really weird, but I knew I wanted to be like some type of executive. I know that seems weird, but I wanted to go like be an advertising executive and work like in a skyscraper.
Oh,
I know.
Linda Tavernick says Linda Matthews wanted to be a police woman.
A police woman.
Yep. Neil Green, I don't know what he wanted. And then Linda wanted to be a nurse. Chris and Linda, Chris hopes he wins so he can have a new night shift. What?
A night shirt.
Oh, my bad. Yes, sorry. Neil says he voted for Kim's names. Okay.
Oh, that was Mom.
Oh,
Mom's watching. Hi, Mom.
Oh, hey, Mom.
Hey.
We better calm down then. Christian Rainville's watching from Buffalo, one of the worship leaders out there. Guy's got a great voice. And Linda Putz, I ended up as a nursing assistant. Linda, that's cool.
That's awesome.
I didn't know that. So tell us, just text it in. What did you want to be when you were a kid?
Right.
All right, I told you they wanted me to be a forest ranger. My father wanted me to be out of the house.
There you
Yeah,
go.
out of the house.
Right.
When I went off to college, my father was measuring the room the day before I left. Like
You
he's
know what?
standing on the
The
bed.
fact that his parents bought him drums just makes you realize they really knew what they had. You know what I'm saying? They're like, this will fit him.
Okay,
This will work.
yeah, think of this, because in drums, you just count to 4 and start over. Count to 4 and start over. So
And
it's
fill
like
out.
perfect for ADHD. Every dinner, after we would finish every meal at the house and dinner, I would go into my room, which was right off the dining room, and practice my drums for about an hour. And I can't imagine. My father never told me to stop. My mom never came in and said, "You're driving your dad crazy."
Right.
I think they liked me being out of the room, first of all.
I think you were just busy and they knew
Yeah.
where you were.
Yeah. All right, so Joshua Johnson weighs in with something.
I love that.
Joshua Johnson works at Florida State University down here, and he runs the Veterans Department for the school.
UCF.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm so sorry,
You might be
KJ.
offended.
If you asked my mother, I wanted to take tickets at Disney.
That's perfect.
That is perfect
You know
for
what?
JJ.
Really, especially as a kid, who didn't want to? You'd want to work at Disney.
You would have to know Michael Scott to know this. We actually have Michael Scott watching
Yeah.
right now. Okay, so clean it up, people. Michael Scott is watching, and he wanted to be Evel Knievel.
Oh.
Did you have the Evel Knievel doll when you were a
Oh,
kid?
yeah.
It wasn't a doll; it was an action figure. Sorry.
Right.
That's right.
Right.
Uh,
he was the coolest.
Charlie the chef, did I miss the chicken baking? No, Charlie, we're leading up to it. We're making this thing build up to this as the audience grows. We're going to go to the chicken and go to the. Remember, everybody, you got to stay on here because we're going to give you how many? 7 of the answers, 7 of the options, and you got to pick 6. 1 of 6. You're going to have to text in anywhere 1 through 6. The accounts or the votes will be tallied by Soderlund and Soderlund
Right.
Accounting.
You guys are going to make the final vote. Right.
Yeah,
The
you
final
make the
decision.
final decision. Tiffany says she will abide by the decision if the judge is not biased, she said. All right, so Patty Godbow says a nurse, but she ended up a senior loan officer and then a full-time mom. Best job ever, full-time mom, she says.
Aw, there you go.
All right,
That is
Cindy
the best job
is
ever.
watching. JJ says offended, but still love you. UCF Knights, he's awesome. Chris didn't know what he was going to be as an adult. Chris still doesn't know what he wants
Well,
to be.
you know what? Now that we've seen some of those videos, maybe you should have stuck with the dancing.
Eric Worry says, I wanted to be my cool cousin Jim. You're such a suck up. You're a suck up. Okay, let's see who else. Oh, Chuck Lormus wanted to be a baseball player. And Dale Metters wanted to be an adult, but he
An
failed.
adult, but I failed.
That's true. Let's see. Randy Phillips wanted to be a fireman. All right. Randy
you go.
almost did that. He helps me in ministry.
Oh, he
He's
had the
putting
Evil
fires out.
Knievel bike.
Oh, even
See?
better.
But did
Even
you
better.
make the jumps? That's what we want to know. Did you try to make the jumps?
Leanne-
How many accidents did you have when you tried to make the jumps?
Yeah, Leanne wanted to be a psychologist.
Oh, hi, Leanne.
Yeah, there you go. And then who else we got here? Okay, that was about it. Let's get some new one.
Oh.
Tom Colby wanted to be a chicken.
Oh, okay.
What? The San Diego chicken? You wanted to be the San Diego chicken, Tom? I don't know. He's from Boston. Those people don't make any sense. Matt Crouch is watching.
Okay.
There we go.
All right.
So Gwendolyn said she wanted to be a heart surgeon. Then in the 10th grade, we were made to dissect a cow's eyeball, and I changed my mind.
Oh, my word.
That would be pretty.
Oh.
Yeah.
That would have upset me.
Yeah,
for
that
life.
would have scared me.
I'll tell you what, just
the frog
worms.
was bad enough.
Yeah, worms, frogs. No, I didn't know. That didn't do well with me.
Oh,
The smell. I could never get past the smell.
Michael Scott
Another.
thinks he has a picture of himself on the Evel Knievel bike. I would love to see that. I would broadcast
Okay,
that
actually,
picture.
later we're going to tell you we didn't do that today. We were actually supposed to, but we want you to post a picture of you as a kid.
Yes, that's going to be the
Yeah.
question we're going to send out tonight.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we
Because
will.
we have a hilarious picture of Jim. Hilarious.
Tom Colby
Mine are
says-
just sad.
Yeah. Virginia says, I wanted to be Barbara Eden and have her
Oh.
real powers. I even had a dream of Jeannie costume.
That's, oh my word, Virginia, that so fits you. You look like her.
Virginia, is there any picture of that? I would pay money for that picture.
Right, that would be awesome.
Yeah. Oh, man. That's
Oh, he
awesome.
said, of course I made jumps.
All right, Leslie Moore,
That's awesome.
you're just in time. Don't leave, Leslie. We are about ready to give you the options on naming the 4 orphan chickens. I think we should show the orphan video one more
Okay.
time before
We'll
we
show
put
the
up the
chicks
names.
before we go
We've
to the
had some
names.
new people join. And so here we go. Here are the
Oh,
orphan chickens that we are going to name. And they were abandoned and they were rescued by Tiffany Porter. They live in South Carolina. And we have the distinct privilege of naming these said chickens.
I got to tell you, I feel like I just didn't know so much about these chickens. And these are actually, the breed is an Australian.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right.
exactly.
Okay.
Which I thought was really
I
interesting.
think we should have a drum
They're
roll now,
egg-laying.
and we could put up the names of
All right.
the potential names. Now, the way that this works, people, Soderland and Soderland Accounting is going to take care
sorry.
and tabulating all of the
That's not
votes
word.
that are registered, and they're put into a hermetically sealed bag. They are put into their refrigerator in Minnesota, and then they are at the end of the program released from the refrigerator, unsealed by an orthopedic surgeon.
Why don't we just
and then
put
revealed
them
to
up.
us? Okay, so here are the actual names. Okay, I
This
was
is gonna keep
stalling
going.
time.
I didn't
Okay.
know. I didn't. Okay, there we go. All right, you guys.
Here we are. So
Let me
they
move them over
are,
a little
if you
bit.
can read them there, can you read them out to the people? Number
Okay.
1. So you're going to type in the number that you believe these chickens should be
Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
called. Okay, and that was submitted by
That was Cheryl and Herb.
Herb Thurn out of Buffalo, who has nothing to do. He's very retired and very lonely.
Larry, Curly, Mo, and Shim.
Hmm.
And that is Jimmy and Carolyn Jass.
Oh, okay.
Well, they're not.
Yep, right, yeah.
Okay, Voldemort. I don't know how to say the name.
Yeah,
Listen,
go for
Lucky, Raven, and Vader. And that-
Okay,
Heather Carter.
that's number
And
3,
that
correct?
Was
huh?
3.
That was 3.
Number
Okay.
4 is.
4.
I thought these were cute. Corona, Quarantine. Oh, you said these earlier.
That's right.
COVID and Novella.
Okay,
That was Marta Rust Herzog.
Herzog, yeah,
Thank
Herzog.
you. And John, Paul, George, and Ringo. That's the Soderlands. And then the last one. We had to have the last one because these are Australian shepherds or hens. Let's keep that in mind.
Yes.
And so this is Bindi, Kira, Marley, and Lawana.
Okay, so begin to tabulate your votes. Begin to send them in. Just text it in right now on the
Just
side.
pick a number. You don't
Pick a
have to
number.
put the name.
No, don't
Just
put the
pick a
name.
number.
Give us a number. These are being, again, tabulated by Soderland and Soderland Accounting Firm.
Right.
And I want to say about Soderland and Soderland Accounting Firm, the charges that were up against them for embezzlement were not true at all. It was a computer glitch where the 9, every time they pushed it, pushed to 7. So there was a computer glitch. And so they were not found guilty at all. All right, so they're up in Minnesota.
yeah.
They're tabulating.
All right, we're tabulating.
Oh, Lydell
in
is
the
in.
meantime, we can talk.
We are
about
sponsored by North Dakota tonight. And so while you're tabulating.
No, we're not gonna play. But that's
We
not
can't
till
yet?
the end. No,
Oh.
but I am gonna discuss this. I don't know if you guys saw this in the news. I keep forgetting I can use this down here. This.
Oh,
Now
yeah,
I
did
don't know if
see
you
that?
guys know that, but they're gonna make a new emoji for Facebook and Messenger so that we can hug each other. So these are the Facebook and Messenger hug emojis.
This is tragic what our world has become.
That we
are
have
now-
to hug each other
we're
virtually.
virtually hugging.
We're virtually.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I
Yeah.
think it was a little sweet. You know, who knows?
Yeah.
I do wish there were a few more emojis to choose from.
All right,
on
we are
there.
getting some amazing smoking numbers there. Keep bringing in the numbers as people come in. Let's see who just came in. Somebody just came in. Stephen Peters, my brother. Can we genuflect, please? We now have Donald Trump's #1 fan watching us right now. He wears red all the time. I went with him to a Boston Red Sox before
Right.
we went into quarantine. Trump hat, baby.
Yeah.
Trump hat, sporting a hat. So, Steve, you got to pick one of these answers on the right side if you can stay focused. Pick it next to Sonny's head over there. All those numbers are there for a purpose, and we are naming 4 chickens that
Herb
live in
Thurn's
South
voting
Carolina.
for himself.
Herb Thurn has just voted for himself. Ladies and gentlemen, this may throw the system into a skew here. I don't know.
Okay, so while we're also doing that, we're
Barb Frogner, which is Debbie's aunt, is watching. So
Okay,
Barb has to
okay,
pick a number.
Okay, we're also going to do this.
Yeah.
This is our word for tonight. And actually, what's interesting is this word was created by one of our listeners.
Oh, okay.
One of our watchers.
There's your word for tonight. But I do have to explain. Ron Bontrager has just joined. He is considered the bishop of the Midwest. And when you say his name, you're supposed to genuflect. So, Ron, what is on the screen there? You have to pick one of those numbers. These are 4 orphan chickens in South Carolina. If there's anything this world that needs better right now, it's names for chickens. With what's happening with COVID, naming chickens is critical. Teresa is also on. And so we're
Oh.
explaining it to Teresa. Pick one of these numbers and just text it back to us right on the screen there and help these chickens get a healthy life with one of these names.
Right,
All
so-
right?
Okay, the word is sarcotic. Now, people that have watched this before, they know it's a combination of 2 words, and you're going to try to figure out the definition.
Okay.
So I'm going to take that off for 1 second because I want to show just the video of the hens one more time.
Video of the hens now. So, Ron, you can pick
This
the
is a
names
reminder.
that spiritually fit these hens. Here we
Yeah,
go.
what do you think fits for these birds?
Yeah. What do you think? So pick one of these 6 names and just
They really
put that
are
number
pretty.
back to us, if you would.
I hate to give him like bad names.
Yeah, I know.
Dark
Soderlund
names.
but these are all good names. Soderlund and Soderlund Accounting is tabulating it, and they will submit that in a hermetically sealed bag to us virtually.
Well, and we should be
and we will
completely
open that
honest.
bag.
They are one of the people that got in the
No.
top.
Now, Barb Frogner just said 1 or 4. Seriously, Barb, you can't do 1 or 4. You got to either pick 1 or 4. Eric, can you call her and help her out with some of this stuff, or maybe somebody else?
Pandora,
could?
that is a great definition. Being sarcastic while in a psychotic mood. I don't think that was what he gave as a definition, but that's really good.
That's a good one. Yeah, we're not going to tell you what
Sarcastic.
the word means, but you have to figure out what the word means.
I feel like I'm a little sarcastic sometimes.
It's a mashup. It's a mashup of 2 words is what we have. So you got to figure out what you think that is.
All right. And the reason that number 6 is in is because they are Australian,
Yes.
breeding birds.
So we have to, in the political
Hence.
correct times that we are in, these are darker colored. I don't know if I can say black, but they're darker colored chickens, and they would come from down under, which we're trying to be sensitive about the Australians. We do have an Australian audience. It's limited, but it is there. It's actually Tasmania, which the Tasmanians don't necessarily like being Australians, but we're not going to get into that today. We'll let Steve put up a post about that later.
All right. My dad says he's not going to watch if Sydney's not here.
Oh, thanks. Sydney had to go
She's
make a
coming back.
very critical phone call, and we'll let you know what his name is.
He's got to be nice to Sydney. She did plan his birthday party.
She did awesome.
His little birthday scavenger.
Oh,
hunt.
and she says they are Aboriginal names.
Oh, that's right.
They're
I
Aboriginal
forgot to
names.
add that. Right.
So again, the judges are watching this critically because now we've had one person try to vote 1 and 4, and now we've had one of the submittees, Virginia, actually try to push the vote in her favor by saying Aboriginal names. I don't know if they are. We cannot prove that, but I believe what she's trying to say is her names are superior to the rest of us.
your cousin said the term is Australian American.
Oh.
Australian American.
I think you're going to
Hence.
get a reaction out of the Australian audience, Eric, with that. I don't think.
Oh,
that
Tiffany
Tassie's
said they're called Australorps.
Yeah, if you see that. So Tiffany is
I don't know if I said that right.
the mother. Would she be the mother
Right?
of these hens?
She's the rescuer.
Yes.
I really wish we could have got her on here because I would have liked to
Yeah.
have asked you a few questions, Tiffany.
Well, what we can do is we can ask Tiffany, maybe in the next broadcast on Monday, we can bring her on because we will want to know what the chicks think of their names.
Okay.
She could actually audibly say the names so we can video that. Barb Frogner. Yes, Barb, thank you for helping that. Barb is amazing. Des Dickerson is one of my favorite people on the planet. So Des Dickerson is the guitar player for Prince.
Okay. So
So he was
okay.
an amazing guy. Des, thanks for your influence in my life.
We're gonna go back to our word sarcotic.
Okay, you got to figure out what this means. It's 2 words smashed together. What do you think sarcotic is? And the more sarcastic you are, the
A
better we
sarcastic,
like you.
psychotic person. That is really a good definition.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Is that what you think
but
it
it's
is?
not it. But
Yeah, use it in an application in a sentence. Maybe that'll help you. You know,
I'm
put it in.
feeling sarcotic.
Yeah, you are. Sydney, where did she go? Randy Phillips even wonders where Sydney
I
is.
know.
Our audience
We
is
often
dying
wonder.
off. We've
She
dropped
just
to
goes-
25.
She just goes to her room and we never know.
Your dad says a mouthy neurotic. Are you talking about me, Dad, or who are you talking about? Oh, the Tiffany is now also telling us the mother of the hens, they lay brown eggs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they lay brown eggs. So I don't know what that has to do with anything. A fear of chickens is what Vicki Lewis Wright says. That's what she thinks sarcotic is. I have no idea what that means. So,
Oh my.
all right. So here we go.
Okay.
We're going to reveal what it is. Somebody got close, but I don't think anybody won.
Okay, so it is a combination of sarcastic and psychotic,
Okay.
which we kind of figured that part
Yeah.
out, didn't we?
Using it in a sentence.
Yeah. Okay. So his definition, when someone, I can't say, is so sarcastic, you aren't sure if they're crazy or if they're joking or going crazy or
Yeah,
crazy.
or
That's
crazy.
it. Joking or crazy. Sorry.
I have been accused of being that a lot. I got to tell you.
I know.
So that has not worked.
I think all of us right now feel a little sarcotic.
Yeah, Debbie. Yeah, after
We're
all
not
this,
sure if we're like crazy or.
my late
But
wife.
who did give us that?
Oh, I forget. James Brister.
Okay.
Right?
All right. If you
Yeah.
guys come up with names, like when you put
Words.
2 words or words, yeah.
Yeah, send them
Yeah,
to
names,
us. Send them to
words.
us, and we want to use them. That's one of the things we like doing on the program here because it kills the audience, and we like killing our audience.
Right. There you go.
You don't want it too big.
There you
All
go.
right. So anyway, I don't know that anybody got that, did they?
No, I don't think anybody got
No
it. but I
votes
think
are
there were
coming in.
some-
Is the voting over for the evening, ladies and gentlemen? Jamie Champion, did you? I don't think you got to vote on the chicken names, Jimmy. So pick one of these names over here, right up over in there. Pick one of those names and send me that number back of what you think the 4 black Australian chickens,
American.
Australian Americans, thank you, chickens should be called.
Egg-laying chickens.
Patrick
Yes.
Roberts, you will need to do the same. Give us a number over there if you
Right.
can. I would
We
be
had
grateful.
some great. Maybe we should go back to some of these names because I got to tell you, I was like really impressed with some of the creativity that we had. I mean,
Barb Frogner says that word is actually in the Urban Dictionary. Barb, are you cheating by using Google? We're a Google free
Oh,
zone.
is it really?
We're a Google free zone.
Is
Barb.
it really in the dictionary?
Barb is Debbie's cousin. One of Debbie's cousins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Barb.
And Tiffany says Chris and Linda hate the suspense. Oh, Chris and Linda hate the suspense. So now, all right, I think what we have to do, we're going to do we let them announce who the winners is, or should we wait a little bit more?
I don't know. Whatever.
Okay.
I think we can let him
Can we do
announce it. Yeah, I
All
think
right.
it's time.
So, Soderlund and Soderlund accounting firm, if you're still here, he's been drinking quite a bit all day. So, Chris, if you can now open up the hermetically sealed bag and release to us numbers. First, give us number 2, the one that was the second most voted name.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And then give us what was the first and the winner of the award of the naming of the 4
He
chickens.
said the final tally is coming.
Oh, it is. Okay, so
All right.
ladies and gentlemen, we do have
Hold
a...
on.
Should we play our commercial?
Our commercial.
Where's our North Dakota commercial?
No, wait, well, I can play it now. I thought
Yes,
we
we
were going to
should.
play it at the end.
So we have, we've been working on sponsorship, and we are now sponsored by the state of North Dakota. And I want to pause for a moment for dramatic effect, because I know this is a big deal. I'm from Minnesota, lived in Indiana for a long time, and now live in Florida.
No, well, you got to say who's in it. You
I'm
gotta
going
explain
to.
it.
I'm getting there.
Wow.
You got to lead up. It's
Wow,
Lydell.
land the
Feist.
plane. Tell him. Land. He doesn't land the plane very often. It's like, oh, we're flying. We're going over. We're going over again. Land the plane.
train.
We are circling. Okay.
Lydell is
Lydell.
watching, and Lydell, he's a wonderful singer from Minnesota, and I used to play some drums for him on occasion, and studio stuff and things like that. And Lydell did a commercial. I said, do you have a video we could use at the end of our program? And he says,
Right.
no, but I got a commercial. So he sends me a commercial. It's got to be 20 years old, he says. So the other way. A little more. Yeah, there you go. So it's got to be 20 years old. So we are sponsored by the state of North Dakota tonight. We're going to show you that video before we reveal.
I think it might be a tad old.
Yeah, I
just-
told you it's 25 years old.
Oh, it is 25.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
All right.
here is our...
Won't you look around you? Tell me what you see. A special kind of people working in harmony. We're growing and we're living life, the best life's ever been. And that's what makes it great about the state we're living in. Together we are, we're gonna go far. We're doing our part in the great state of people we're in. Tomorrow looks bright, our dreams are inside. We're doing it right in the great state of people we're in. Together we are, we're gonna go far. We're doing our part in the great state of people we're in.
And we're back.
Sorry.
We want to thank North Dakota for being a sponsor of ours.
I had the screenshot up there. Sorry.
Yeah, it's
Lydell,
pretty
you
funny
missed
though,
some
isn't
of it. Yeah.
All right, here we go. I think we are ready now for Chris I'm sorry, of Soderlund and Soderlund to reveal.
Soderlund. Can
Counting.
reveal.
Can reveal.
They
The
ripped the
runner-up
envelope.
is, drum roll please, if you can do a virtual drum roll, please. That's right. Here we go. Who is it, Chris? Please reveal.
I know we're waiting. We're waiting. Who gets the T-shirt?
All right, number 2.
Runner up. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Okay, what number was that? Put the list back
Oh,
up.
that would be 2.
Number 2 is, eeny, meeny. I thought that would get a little
I
higher,
actually
quite
thought that would
frankly.
win.
Yeah.
I thought that might win.
I can't.
Okay.
Hang on, I think I'm sweating.
The star of the show is back.
All right,
All right, so we're not even talking. We're
You can't even see me. It's okay.
we're on bated
Okay, so-
breath.
Oh, it was 1. I'm sorry.
Which one won?
Eeny, meeny, miny. No, eeny, meeny, miny, mo was 1. Oh, my sister's finally watching us. The number 1 vote by a landslide.
Wow.
Okay. Drum
Drum
roll.
roll.
Okay, Soderlund and Soderlund accounting can be cheesy, people. I'm just telling you.
Well,
All right, here we go. Really, people, come on.
It's
I-
taking a
you're
little bit
killing
of
me.
time.
we're
You're
still.
killing
Oh, I
me.
should have had a drum
This
roll.
is called dead air,
said.
people.
I know.
Oh, you do have a drum roll,
I know.
honey.
Sorry,
you?
my screen isn't big enough to do that.
Seriously,
Oh.
Soderlund and Soderlund.
We're still waiting.
We're still waiting.
Almost there.
Oh
All right.
God, you're killing me,
Anticipation.
Soderlund.
All right, Chris.
Ugh.
Anytime, Linda, help him out.
The audience is
Help
plummeting.
him out.
Ugh.
Find the number on there,
Oh
Chris.
dear Jesus! I think Soderlund and Soderlund has had a meltdown at their offices.
Oh, it was 6.
Number 6?
Wow.
by a landslide.
By a landslide?
To Australia.
Oh my gosh, it's
What?
she wins a shirt.
We have to send to Australia.
I am not mailing you a shirt. You get
Tasmania.
to
Tell her she
Tasmania.
has to come here.
Heck no.
You have to come here.
Yeah, could
That's
you
like
come pick it
$40.
up? That would be awesome.
We're going to give you the virtual tooth and the virtual survival kit for the combat injured troops. We're going to present that to you, Virginia. And we realized there was an accounting error. We're unable to ship the winning gift to you. We can shift her.
Yeah,
right.
The three of us could split the bill. We can handle that.
Why am I? No. Just
Oh,
you.
number 9 votes out of 21 votes.
Wow.
Wow, that's
There
pretty
you
cool.
go. Pretty creative there.
I'm pretty impressed.
All right, Tiffany. There's
Yep.
a name of your. Thank you so much. They're actually Australian hens.
Yes, they are.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty awesome.
That was very fun.
So, Sydney, we have to try to figure out what a line of the day was. So, was there a line of the day that you maybe remembered of somebody being sarcastic here on this thing that we could talk about?
You
Is there
little
anybody?
ripper.
you
yeah.
little ripper.
That's right. She is our little ripper. That's right.
That was awesome.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
is there any good lines?
Well, you
of the
guys
day?
were on a lot longer.
Oh,
Sorry.
who
I
had the
just
line
got
of the
back.
day?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Who did have the line of the day?
There were so
I
many
think it was
comments.
me, actually, I got to tell you.
Really?
Land the plane.
Oh.
Please help me out.
Would
We
you-
all, he needs to land
We
the
need
plane.
a thumbs up right now if you think Sunny deserves line of the day for being sarcastic.
It's
To
true.
her
We was
husband.
going
But
on
you don't
and on.
deserve.
Land.
I
You
wanna-
don't deserve.
yeah, you cannot virtually
line
hold
of
the
the
tooth
day.
then. It would
Oh,
actually be
Sutherland
holding
and
it.
Sutherland are going to send the bill.
Oh, yeah.
Good idea.
Ben Peters has just joined us.
Wow.
We have to be
That's
no, we have
awesome.
to be very
You should
serious.
roast him. 'cause
We
he's
should
not
roast him.
watching.
Okay,
We-
so now what we're going to do
Yeah.
is we're going to go to, so we want you guys to send us a picture of you as a kid,
Yes.
like we talked about earlier. But
Oh, I missed those.
here is the fun one that I want to show you of Jim. Okay?
Yeah.
See? That is Jim right there.
Right there, baby.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Do you see, like, one of these is not like the others?
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Okay, this is first grade bus pickup in our neighborhood. Yeah, right there. Right there. Those people right there. That's me right up on the top there. That's the big guy right there. Just a tad higher than this fella. Right there,
Oh,
Johnny
my word.
Bamer. And over on the other end is the only girls we had in our neighborhood over here.
All right.
That's right. Yep,
So-
Helen Bamer.
Right. All right. That's a funny picture, but we have another one I have to share with you, too, because this is absolutely hilarious. All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, did I put it back? Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
you took it off. You hit it twice.
I'm sorry. Didn't mean to hit it. For some
There
reason,
you
my
go.
hands are
Okay,
sticky.
this is my brother Steve and I, and he's probably fallen asleep, so I don't think he's still watching. But this is my brother Steve and I ready for school. We loved these jackets, didn't we, Steve? These were cool jackets. But we want you to pay attention to is the size of the lunch bags.
Okay, look at how big those are.
Okay,
Like,
just take it in.
who
That
even-
sucker right there. Yeah, that's it. Wonder why we were so stinking big. We weren't fat though. I think it's because we lived in the country and had to walk everywhere.
The
Dear
funny thing
Lord.
is when he first showed me this picture, I'm like, Jim, look at your lunch bags. Because I was always looking at the outfits. I'm like, those aren't even lunch bags. I don't even. That's a grocery
Wait, were
bag.
they actually like
Was
like
there-
the old school?
Yeah,
or was
old
it an
school.
actual fabric?
No,
lunch bag?
no. It's an old school paper bag. Oh yeah, we didn't know no fabric bags. We either had
'Cause
you
they
had
kinda
yourself
look
the
like
Dukes
that.
of Hazzard or Hogan's Heroes or something, and you had that.
You
Yeah.
notice I didn't put my pictures up.
Have you noticed? Yeah. When did I stick my finger in the light socket? Somebody wants to know. I think it was like after college.
I know. We got to
I
get the
think.
haircut.
It has its own life. What did my barber
It's
say?
like
Oh,
it
that
grows
was a good
straight
one.
up. Oh, Colonel Zaxby, Bojangles, and now you think of
Yeah,
it, Aaron.
Aaron shows up. Aaron's.
Yeah.
We have Aaron come on because he's a Jewish, and we
So
need
he
a
says,
Jew
I
to be
says
a
the
part
guy, I says,
of this
Oh,
broadcast.
they say they are grocery
they're
bags.
grocery bags. They're grocery bags. Like, how much food did they have in there? Like, those poor parents.
Yeah, my dad used to buy, because we're German, Dad would buy this German sausage that Thuringer, and we had it every day, but it was a 3-foot chunk of summer sausage he would bring home, and it wouldn't even fit in the fridge. He'd have to cut it in half to get it in the fridge. I remember watching him cut it up to put it in the fridge. I thought, we have the coolest dad
So
ever.
Jim claims
3
he
feet.
is a very fast eater.
Yeah.
Like, he can almost compete with Bob Atwood. Now, nobody can really beat Bob Atwood, but
No.
at eating really fast. But Jim eats so fast. Now, he thinks it's because when he was a kid, they were all fighting over the food. We think he just eats fast because he likes food.
He and likes to have excuses
No.
for his behavior.
Can you tell this is an only child? Eric, I'm just saying.
Dad.
Eric's got like 7 people. Aaron Free had a whole bunch of people. They were fighting for food all the time over
Right.
at his place.
Right. So anyhow,
No, the thing is we even asked Steve, did people fight for the food? And he's only like a year and a half older than you, and he said no.
He said they picked on him.
No,
he said
that's not even
he had to
close
make
to what he
burial.
If
said.
you want to weigh in on this, people, how many of you
Oh,
built
God.
a breakfast cereal wall? This is where Donald Trump got the idea of the wall, was from all of us kids in the 60s putting up breakfast cereal boxes to protect
right.
what was
Didn't
right
do
here.
that.
Come
Right.
on, give me some thumbs up, people, if that was the case for
No.
you.
Did you guys have to fight for your food as a child?
Yes, we did. Yes.
I know. No.
Renee
I
Flannery
think that
is
he
joined.
just likes to eat.
So Aaron Free would like to give an excuse. He thought we were talking about 7 Central. So, whatever.
Well, you know what? That would be fair.
Ugh,
That would be
yeah.
a fair assessment.
Yeah.
Right.
We've had a bunch of people just join us.
All right. So anyhow, we want you to send in, and maybe we could do another contest. Who
Yeah.
had the funniest one?
Okay. Yep.
Send in the funniest kids picture that you have of
Yeah.
yourself.
Mom, I
Right.
think you might win at that one.
I know. I have some pretty bad pictures.
She does have
I
some.
hated the light. My dad had this light. He can attest to this.
Oh,
like on
Lord.
the camera. Oh my word. It was so bright. So I'm always squinting. I have this like awful face in every picture. Every picture. It's not pretty.
Aaron says he used to do the wall of cereal boxes, but mostly to read the back,
Back
of
of
the
the
box.
box. We all you
Yeah.
read the back of the box. And then you would always try to get to the bottom of the box because you wanted the prize. It was
I
always
forgot.
a prize.
Yeah, that was
There was a
yeah.
prize in cereal. Huge. That was big.
That was a big deal.
excitement.
I agree.
Yeah.
Tiffany says, so family is suggesting we have a Facebook Live. Chicken chat with the chicken chick.
Oh,
wait, say it. We have a Facebook-
yes.
Oh,
Tiffany,
okay.
you got to do that. The
Yes.
family is suggesting we have a Facebook Live chicken chat with
With
the
a
chicken chick.
Q&A.
I like that.
I like it. If you
I
want us
like
to be a
that.
part of that, we would love to host that, be a part of that. That would be fun.
We can help her get started.
Yeah, why not? That'd be cool. All right.
No,
so,
Linda didn't like breakfast. Oh,
Miss
there's
D
D.
just
Hi,
joined.
D.
Okay, Dee, we have been on the air for 40-some minutes, and you just got your butt over to your
52
phone and
minutes.
hit the
We're
button.
ready
Okay.
to sign
The
off.
only excuse I'm going to give Dee is her nails are this long. No exaggeration, not fake,
I don't
they're
know,
real.
yeah.
When she breaks one off, she goes into mourning, and she doesn't work for about 8 days. She's Jamaican.
No, I think she cut him off.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, I think she did.
Really?
All right, so do you hear that, Dee? We want a picture from your childhood. We'll put something up tomorrow, and you guys can start posting the pictures.
Yeah.
But
So,
and we'll have a contest.
send us the picture, so we're going to put it up on Facebook tonight. You can link your...
What's the contest? The most?
the ugliest.
funniest.
Yeah, funniest.
Should we
ugliest.
go
ugliest?
Yeah, ugliest, yeah.
We should do like a couple, like
Sure.
Oh,
We
okay.
can do
best
ugly and
looking
funny.
or
Yeah.
like
Okay, all right,
That'll
we'll
work.
do a different.
Herb Thurn finally came back on. Herb, you didn't win.
oh
Idiot. That's right.
He was close though.
She walked 4 miles today.
Oh, you know what? We
Oh.
didn't walk today.
So,
it was Jim's
Dee,
birthday, so
does your phone work when you walk? I mean, we're Facebook Live. I know. I'm sorry. I might be assuming a lot, but you could put it on while you walk. But just never mind. Never mind.
oh, see, my dad, he did have a friend that had 16 brothers and sisters, and when his mom put the food on the table, you had to nail the dishes down because they were grabbing up so fast. Oh, and Ed was a big boy. Like I bet all his brothers and sisters weren't little people,
Oh.
so they were probably fighting for the food.
Yep. See?
Yeah.
Exactly.
No,
That's right.
I know.
16.
I know, but you're 64 now. Like we can not. Yeah.
I don't trust you with this.
No,
I am
it's
not
more
fighting
we
them
don't
for his
trust
food.
you.
So
ours.
today, shut. Today I had a pizza at my favorite pizza place called Rosati's. A Minnesota pizza is just classic. Rosati's is close. It's a cracker crust pizza. Sausage only I do on it.
He's a
Ordered a
foodie.
large. And I sat in the back of the Jeep by myself with the back doors open, the way back, and ate on the tailgate.
He was in heaven.
Yep.
He was loving that
I
pizza.
think I
Not
saw
being
Jesus.
disturbed.
I think I saw Jesus.
Oh, Aaron Free texted you his picture. Wow, he's fast.
Oh, are
wow.
you kidding,
You are so
Aaron?
fast.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if Aaron's picture is
Oh,
any good. Now,
She does have her nails.
Aaron was used in an ugly poster just to get people to
I
stay
don't
away
believe
from
that. I
drugs.
bet he was a beautiful little boy.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I bet he was
don't.
beautiful.
We're talking about Aaron here. All right.
We have ugly ones.
What
in
picture?
me.
There's no picture.
Sydney
you just
went
did
through
your
some
names.
awkward stages. Sydney, when she was really little, she was so cute. People would always come up and go, "You're beautiful," and she'd go, "I know."
No, let me tell you. It wasn't
I
too
know.
long ago. I was showing her pictures. I was like, "Wow, I'm an ugly baby." She goes, "Yeah, you look like an alien." I was like, "Why do you say that on your own child?"
It was tough. It was a tough first year. She didn't have any hair or teeth.
I had no hair, and she used to put syrup on my head with bows.
That was before they had the
Okay.
cute little hair things.
We're going to put a picture up now. It's not from Aaron Free. Okay,
Okay,
I don't know
who's
what
it
he's
from?
talking about. His pictures aren't in, so he's weird. We're going to put
He
a
was
picture up.
beautiful.
No,
You're
what's
going to
this
guess.
of?
You're going to guess. I'm not going to tell you. You're going to guess who this is. This is your trivia. You know him very well. I'm going to put the picture up. You ready?
We know this person really
Oh,
well.
shoot, it flipped. Okay, you know this person very well.
Okay.
Well, it has to.
Would everybody know this person?
Nope.
Oh, it says Herb.
But he is watching right
It
now.
says the name.
Shh. Oh, man. I was hoping they wouldn't see that.
Okay, that's adorable.
This is, that's
He's
Herb.
so
Do you notice
adorable.
this? I'm not going to tell you how
Awesome.
old Herb is. I'm just going to tell you the shirt he's wearing says Gene Autry.
Oh, that's so cute.
It's all
She has no
country.
idea who Gene
No
Autry
idea.
is.
You know, on some of these, I think we should do like the pictures now and the pictures when they were kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that would be
So
cute.
send your pictures. You can either text them to me if you wanted, or send or whoever you have
Okay,
on your
but
speed
you guys
dials.
have to do it before Monday by about like 2:00, because it's too
Yeah.
late. It's
She-
too late.
Oh,
No.
they're both on.
Oh, Sharon Free, thank you,
Thank you,
Sharon. If we're probably going to make our prayer project tonight, Sharon. I think we'll
so
just
mean.
pray for Sharon tonight because she is the mother of some amazing children in spite of a husband
Beautiful
who is
children, yeah.
basically, I don't even know how to describe it. It would have to be a Hebrew word, and I don't know enough Hebrew words to just say he's worthless. I don't know. I don't even know what to say.
Don't
But
tolerate.
yeah, but
Don't
Sharon, we
tolerate.
love you. He was beautiful. Oh, she's talking about Herb.
Right.
Yes. All right. I don't know.
She's talking about Aaron. I said I bet he was a beautiful child.
Oh, no. But she's married
Yeah.
to him, and they have a very dark house.
But they
You
have
can't see
beautiful
him real well.
children.
The
Yeah,
kids
they-
are good looking. I
Wow.
think they're mostly adopted, but the kids are good looking. Especially Special Boy. He's like my adopted son.
Okay, do send the pics tomorrow. Okay, so over the weekend, send us your pics. Go find them. Go dig them out. Go
Yep.
whatever you have to do, and let's see if you can't win this competition. I actually think I could get the ugliest, but we'll keep on going. We'll see whatever everybody else has.
Okay, so remember, we're Monday, Wednesday, and Friday
Monday, Wednesday,
is
Friday.
what we are, and we're 7 o'clock, and we
Right.
go till we're done or till we run out of gas
Yep.
or my meds wear off. One
Right.
of the three.
All right.
So we are super grateful for everybody being here. Who should we pray for tonight?
I think everybody.
Yeah, that's right.
This is getting to
Oh.
be
It's getting a little long.
Oh, where do we send the pictures? I'm going to post something on Jim and mine on our
Facebook.
Facebook page. But you can also, if you have our numbers, you can text them to us.
Or
whatever.
tag them in the post, whatever you want
And
to
we'll do it Monday, right?
I was listening to or reading Tommy Reed. Tommy Reed is 87. He's my pastor out in Buffalo, New York. He runs us
And
into
he
the ground
rocks.
when we hang out with him.
He's
amazing. But his post today was really cool, and I just wanted to bring one sentence out, which he related to the virus right now, where we all are in our lives. And he said, "Only in darkness can you see stars."
Oh, that's
And I like that
awesome.
line. That was a great line. Only in darkness can you see stars. So
Man,
there's
some stars right now.
There are some stars. There's some crazy stuff going on in our world today. Nobody knows what it's going to be like when you walk out the door. We were out today, went to get coffee.
Everything
We-
seems a little
It
off.
does, and we interacted with a few people, and nobody quite says hi. Everybody's careful of their distance. I appreciate all that, but you know what? It can really be unnerving, and it can make you fearful. And some
Right.
of us have struggled with that, and I realize that. But you know what? That's a great line. Only in darkness can you really see stars. And those are going to be some amazing things. The stars just don't mean people stars, don't mean people who do amazing things, but those little nuggets of truth and revelation and bright things that happen into our life and make
Right.
us feel better about where we're going to be and where we are.
Yeah.
So we got 32 people watching. So
Okay.
we want to thank everybody for watching tonight, and we're going to rebroadcast this thing. And if you would please share it.
Right.
That just help us get the fun out. That's the
people
whole
know who
purpose
won.
we got it, because the world needs to know about chickens.
Right.
We don't need any more news. Forget CNN and Facebook and all the other stuff like that, and Fox News and
And
all
thank
that.
you to Sutherland and Sutherland.
Yeah, Sutherland
Yes.
accounting firm.
And
we could
everybody
not-
who participated in
Yes,
this.
we
That was
appreciate
very fun.
that.
And for Tiffany for allowing us to name her hens.
Yes, and so we're going to try to get Tiffany on for Monday's show or Wednesday's show next to see if we can get her to interview the chickens
There we go.
and try to do that. We're going to pray for just all of you that have been struggling this week, and it's getting a little long. So now you got to go from your daytime pajamas to your nighttime
I
pajamas.
know it's time.
It's kind of weird. So Jesus, thank you, Lord, for your presence in our lives and that you never forget. We thank you, Lord, that you are the greatest star in our solar system, Lord. And you do know the end from the beginning. You know the number of our days. And so we ask, God, that you would do a miracle and go across this line right now on Facebook, and that you would make us stronger friends through this broadcast. You would make us family. And we pray for those that are struggling, that you'll give them faith and you'll help them to find the stars in the dark sky. In Jesus' name. And everybody said,
Amen. Thank you
Yay.
for joining us. Love you guys.
thanks so much.
Yo, you better send me the t-shirt.
Whoops, that was loud right in there.